Hi, good morning. Makané here, and we're consulting the guides and the oracle cards have a message for us today. Let's see what it is. What do we need to know? Sorry, I know it's really close. Focus. Just have a hard time getting camera balanced today. What do we need to know for regaining our balance? Rest. Oh, that's nice. So, actually heard in my group, I'm part of like a couple witch circles, but yesterday we were talking about rest as a way to remember that there are cycles and that we will only experience frustration and burnout. We do not allow ourselves the importance of self-care and rest, and especially when it comes to tackling big, sort of like untenable, insurmountable seeming problems as we face what's going on with the planet, what's going on with the climate, what's going on with your own backyard, your own home, your own body. Hopefully these problems have solutions, and if it's not seeming clear, then you take a little rest, because the best solutions come to us when we are relaxed, when our minds are able to withdraw and retreat into a peaceful place. That is when our problem-solving brains are best active, best able to tackle any problem, but especially the ones that seem to elude us. So our culturally indoctrinated way is sort of a perverse notion of doing with no downtime, and we're not robots. And so there's like this correct way of being in the world, which is to be productive and to be doing and to be a doer, and the incorrect way of doing nothing, or the lazy way, or the way of sloth, or the way of the other, the outsider, the moocher. It's a very American notion. So we have to know that rest is not a waste of time, because if we only view rest as a waste of time, we become sick, and we become a sick society. And so our overwhelming desire right now is probably to tackle all our problems, but we have to back off. When we're in the whirlwind, when we're in the eye of the storm, we have to take a break. Sometimes even surrender, throw in the towel altogether. Sometimes we have to face a small death of like, oh, I didn't get to finish this, I didn't get to address this problem, and then it ballooned, and then now I am facing the fallout of it. So when that arises, we're faced with death, with like the death of what was before, and now we have to face that we're in the after. And this is on many levels, but just speaking to it from a personal level today, the little deaths of, this old way of being, even just realizing that we're not being crazy or unrealistic when we honor our self-care, that is a direct summons from our greater knowledge from source to withdraw our attention from the outer world and reconnect with your spirit and the spirit of the earth. Life is not meant to be frittered away in meaningless, unexamined activity. And I had this amazing quote come up yesterday. #me too, said Mother Earth, from a 12-year-old. And this was recorded in the book I'm reading right now, All That You Can Save. So thinking about the many levels of that, like when we're facing a wrong or an atrocity, it does us good to reflect on what could be a right, what could be done right, what could be turned around, how could the situation change, how can our own way of being change. And that means we have to change, we have to re-examine all the ways that we've been, not just the polluting and the excess and the neglect of our environment, but the neglect of our beings and the excess energy expended to go, go, go. And you know, it can be really frustrating to feel stuck or feel in a lull or feel like you can't move forward. Don't let this poison your rest. Today, let your rest be a sacred and holy summons. Let it be an act of self-care. Let it be the little death that it needs to be, and let it be the beginning. Let it be a new seed planted. And let it be an awakening, a door opening to a new way. We can heed a call to self-examine even in the dark night of the soul when nothing feels meaningful. This is the time to keep our commitment to ourselves and to the earth, which is to care and find our kindness, our compassion, and our connection above all. So listen to your heart in this direction. Take lots of times to be alone. Get in touch with your spirit, in touch with your soul. Write it out. Seek counseling. Ask for spiritual guidance. Go to the allopathic healers that you know, or the spiritual healers that you know, or find someone. Ask for, like, I need medicine for this, from a trusted friend, and they may know just the right person to point you in the way. And the most powerful way to use your time right now is meditation, contemplation, a sabbatical, finding your joy in what keeps you going. And so making time for yourself. You can see this little person here is reading a book in a lawn chair, taking in the horizon. There's a deer beyond. It actually looks very much like my backyard today. There's birds and deer and flowers, trees. And if this is, nature spot is at all available to you in your backyard, take advantage of that. If it's farther out, go and seek and find it and spend time and be there with your spirit. And if it's just feeling like a distant dream because there are many things calling at you, just think about, how can I create the space to clear some room for some self-care for me, and put the plan into action, so at least you're setting the stage for your future recuperation. And my tummy is gurgling. My tummy's saying we need some recuperation with some nourishment. So nourish yourself in all the ways. So much love, and have a wonderful day. Happy Earth Day week.